Now, when the center is not right, you need to test it. First, I will tell you these 4 screws. These 4 screws, these 2 is to supporting the clamping seat, and these 2 to pull this direction, this clamping seat. So when you test it, make the test. For example, this working piece, you put it there and you chamfer it manually. This side you chamfer it manually, and you find, for example, this side is smaller. This side is smaller, and 这边小就往这边调是吧？对。So you should make this clamping die seat this way, for example, so that you can make these 2 screws, the first one and the 4th one, these 2 screws loosen a little bit, and make these 2 screws more to make this clamping die this way, a little bit, adjust it little by little, and then you fastened these 2 screws, and you test it again to check if the chamfering is this horizontally is okay. So when you adjust this centering horizontally, these 2 screws is a group. 2 and 3, the number 2 and number 3 screws are in a group, so they adjust it together. And these 2 screws, the first one and the 4th one, are in the group. So these 2, the first and the 4th one, for for adjusting the clamping die that way, and these 2 for adjusting the clamping die seat this way. So after testing manually, you check which way you want this clamping die seat adjust to move. So this is a horizontally adjustment, but sometimes you will face some up and down offset. For example, like this, the top one is smaller, and the bottom side is bigger. So you must make the clamping die seat a little bit up, a little bit higher. This time, when you want to adjust the clamping die seat up and down, the first and the 3rd screws are in a group, and the 2nd and the 4th screws are in the group. For example, when you want to adjust this clamping die seat lower, you need to make this first screw a little bit more, and the 3rd one this way, a little bit loosen, because so that the clamping die seat will move like this. This is supporting, and this is this way. So the clamping die will like this, so that you can adjust the up and down centering. But after you adjust the up and down, you need to clamp this one firstly, and to check the bottom level of this clamping die and the fixed clamping die. The bottom level is in the same level or not. If not, you should adjust these 5 screws. There are another 5 screws here, 5 screws here. You loosen these 5 screws and adjust this guideways a little bit up or down until the bottom level of the clamping die in the same level, this bottom level of this bottom level is in the same level. And then you should test it again to check if the chamfering center up and down and horizontally, left and right, vertically are the same or not. It's not easy to adjust it. Just be patient and get these 4 screws, the function of these 4 screws. Okay, that's all.